Here at Klein High School, we are applying the one-to-one initiative, so every student has a laptop with a stylus. And the fact that the students have a stylus, that really helps us use the tablets in math courses. Because in math, we are constantly drawing shapes, or we're constantly writing equations, or solving for a variable, or graphing a line. In today's class, what we had were 4 stations, and each station focused on different technology, but it focused on the same concept that we learned the day before. Station 1 was where 6 students were with me, and we used Dino Vision, and the students joined a session. So I wrote on the screen, and it appeared on all of their screens. Then after that, what I had the students do is I had them download the homework so they could go ahead and get that document on their computer, and then go ahead and start it and complete a few problems. And then from there, they would move to Station 2, which was a starboard activity. And what students had were multiple problems. I call them up 45, 45, 90 problems, and then I call them up 30, 60, 90 problems. And all they would really do is they would just drag the pieces to complete the triangles and the blanks that correspond with those specific triangles. So after Station 2, they would move to Station 3, and at Station 3, they would actually be competing against each other, 3 against 3, using Mind Point Quiz Show. And basically what they did is they would use e-instruction clickers, and a problem would appear, and they had 20 seconds to complete the problem once the first person made a choice. So everyone would give an answer, and then would move on to the next problem. And it basically just did a very quick and interactive activity, so students were able to compete against one another. And then they would move on to Station 4, which was actually using the starboard hardware, but what we were actually doing for the students to actually teach each other is they would stand up and write on the starboard with PowerPoint.
Okay, guys, rotate.
The one thing I like about the stations is it allows the students to move a little bit instead of, sitting there for 50 minutes, which I think is struggling for most people, even myself. But the benefit for the students is that they get to work on a specific content in a different environment. Even though it's only for 10 minutes, they can move on, and now instead of playing a game against one another, they actually have to stand up and they have to teach to the other 5 students. And then they can move and they actually get a chance to work with me. While it's not one-on-one, it is 1 with 6, so it's more focused in that group. I think that's really beneficial, just seeing that different environment with one particular content.
So with this, since if you do the square root of 3 times the square root of 3 is square root of 9 is 3. Is this
Perfect.
right?
Yeah, that's perfect. Divide by 2, multiply by the square root of 3. Yeah, perfect. If you can use technology to humanize the classroom, in other words, students are, acting and talking and participating in a classroom, I don't care if every student has a tablet or what kind of software we're using, you can use it to benefit the student and, like I said, to humanize the classroom environment.